Let's talk about something that feels like it's straight out of science fiction, but is happening right now. We're in the middle of a new kind of gold rush, but this one, it's for your voice. Today we're gonna break down how people are turning their actual voices into a serious asset and how you might be able to get into. So let me just start by asking you this. Have you ever considered that your voice, the one you use every single day, could become your next side hustle or maybe even a full-time business? I know it sounds a little out there, but the numbers we're about to look at are very real. Okay, let's just jump right in with a big number. $30,000 a month. That's the revenue a brand new AI voice agency is pulling in, and they've only been around for 9 months. This isn't some huge tech corporation. We're talking about a startup that just saw an opportunity and went for it. Okay, how about another one? $12,000 a month. Now here's the kicker. This income is almost entirely passive. It's money being generated from a single voice clone. That's basically a digital copy of a real person's voice that's licensed out for different projects, earning royalties 24/7. If those big monthly numbers seem a little abstract, check this out. On a day-to-day level, we've got freelancers earning over $300 a day. This isn't some far-off goal. It's what people are making right now, providing AI voiceovers for things like ads, podcasts, and audiobooks.
So the big question is, how are these kinds of numbers even possible? Well, it turns out there are really two main roads you can take to profit from AI voice, and they work in pretty different ways. On one side, you have active income. This is the hustle you probably already know. You're actively working, providing a service, creating content, and you get paid for your time. But then on the other side, you have passive income. And this is where it gets really interesting. This is where you create an asset, your voice clone, just once, and then you earn money from it over and over with very little work after that. So what does that active income stuff actually look like? Well, businesses are always looking for voiceovers for their marketing videos. Creators are building these faceless YouTube channels and podcasts using AI hosts. And then you have the absolutely massive market for e-learning and audiobooks that all need narration. You can even create and sell AI-powered customer service bots. The opportunities are just huge. Now let's talk about the passive side, because this is the real game changer. You can literally just record your voice, upload it to a platform like 11 Labs, and create your own unique voice model. After that, other creators can pay to use your voice in their projects, and you get a royalty every single time they do.
It's the ultimate set it and forget it model. Look, theory is great, but let's get to the proof. We're going to dig into some real-world examples of people who are making this happen as we speak. These aren't just hypotheticals. These are real people getting some pretty incredible results. Let's go back to the first big number. This quote actually comes from a Reddit user who shared their whole journey of building an AI voice agency completely from scratch. And what's wild is they weren't an AI expert or a developer. They were just an entrepreneur who saw where the market was heading. So that £30,000 a month revenue, it's built on deals that average between 5 and 10 grand. Here's the real value they're delivering for one of their e-commerce clients. They built an AI smart voice agent that could handle only common questions about the orders and the shipping and the returns. That single bot cut down on staff calls by a staggering 70%. That's a huge cost savings for their client. All right, this story might be the most incredible one of all. Adrian Oxley built a $12,000 a month side hustle, and the initial effort it took to create this money-making asset, he just had to record 25 sentences.
That's it, 25. So here's his playbook. He created his voice clone with almost no effort. Then he went on platforms like Upwork and sent out cold emails, licensing his voice for e-learning courses, audiobooks, and YouTube channels. Once a deal is set, the income just keeps rolling in, becoming passive. It's brilliant. And it's not just about building huge agencies or creating these complex passive income streams. Individual freelancers are absolutely thriving. People like Ava Mitchell and Noah Reed have shared how they quickly scaled their voiceover work to earn over $300 a day. It just shows how accessible this whole thing is. And this trend isn't just for content creators and tech companies. Local businesses are getting in on this too. For instance, an HVAC company was losing a ton of business from missed calls, especially after hours. So they set up a simple AI voice agent that could answer basic questions and schedule appointments 24/7, and it totally transformed their business. Check this out. In just 1 month, they went from losing what they estimated to be $20,000 in potential jobs to seriously boosting their bookings. It's a perfect example of how AI voice isn't just about earning money, it's also about saving it and making a business way more efficient. So, we've seen some pretty impressive numbers and some powerful stories, but let's zoom out. What's the bigger picture here? Why should this trend matter to you? Even if you're not planning on starting a side hustle tomorrow, here are the key things to take away. First, this isn't just hype. There's undeniable proof that real people are earning serious money. Second, there are so many ways to get in on this, from active freelance gigs to passive royalty streams. Third, it is incredibly scalable. You can start super small and grow this into a full-on agency, and maybe the most important takeaway of all, the barrier to entry is just incredibly low. You do not need to be a coding genius to get started. And that really leaves us with one last big question to think about. We're moving into an era where your voice is no longer tied to your body. It can be cloned, licensed, and used in countless ways, all at the same time. So the question isn't just about making money anymore. It's about what becomes possible. What will you create when your voice can be anywhere and everywhere, all at once?